And if you do not work on them, they'll be the reason to why you not achieve your goals in 2025. These are the 4 setbacks that have hold you back from not achieving your goals in 2024. And if you do not work on them, they'll be the reason to why you not achieve your goals in 2025. But that's why I'm here. I'm your girlie. I want to help you. I want to make this be the year for you, 2025, to be the year that you will achieve your goals and you'll be proud of yourself and you'll come back here and tell me how you did it. Let me just be honest. The first one on the list is you always find excuses not to do something. This is the biggest setback. You need to actually be accountable. Many people do not like to do things. And let me be honest, not so many things are things you want to do. Like even me creating videos on my YouTube page, at times I feel so exhausted. I don't want to create them, but I know for me to be able to grow my audience, for me to be able to reach where I need to reach, I need to create these videos. And this is something that so many people struggle with. You always find an excuse not to do something. You always find an excuse not to start that business. You always find an excuse not to get out of your comfort zone and just do it. Go to the gym, start reaching out and doing what you need to do. So many people find excuses for not doing things, not because it's actually something of value, but it's just a way for them to not feel guilty for not doing it. So they'll actually say, I was not able to do this because of this. Like you go late to work, you always have an excuse, like there was traffic, and literally you know that there was no traffic, but you just find an excuse for always not doing something in the right time or in the way that it needs to be done. And you have been giving yourself excuses for not doing whatever you had set yourself to do, the goals you had set for yourself. And that's why we are in December and you still have not been able to do it, because you gave yourself excuses. And you need to work on this. Work on it and be very strategic and be very hard on yourself. Because if you do not become hard on yourself, you'll not be able to achieve some things. The second thing that is holding so many people is having so many goals set for one thing. Like you have a lot that you have set for yourself. When the year starts, so many people have a lot of goals they want to achieve. They have so many things. The energy is just out there. But the problem is, you set a lot of goals that you know you cannot be able to achieve all of them, and you do not know how to set and go about in achieving all this. You need to be realistic. You need to set smart goals. You need to set realistic goals that you can be able to achieve, and at a certain time and period. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, feel exhausted. When you start, you feel the energy, but along the way you feel like this is a lot, I cannot be able to achieve all this. Just have 3 to 4 goals that you have set for yourself, and I'll recommend someone to go on a quarterly basis. So you can do 3 months, I want to achieve this. In the next 3 months, I want to achieve this, instead of overwhelming yourself with so many goals and then not being able to achieve even any of them. So go with short goals. Like, give yourself, in a year we have 4 quarters. So for the first 3 months, I want to learn the skills. The next 3 months, I want to build a brand to be known and start finding clients. The next 3 months, I want to achieve this amount of money in my business. The next 3 months, I want to be able to have reached this goal in terms of the money I achieve. Those are realistic goals. They have been set with a certain time so that you do not overwhelm yourself with so many things that you need to do at once. Another thing is fear. So many people have the fear of failure. If you do not do it, you will fail. If you do it and fail, you will learn from it. This is the honest truth. I am one of those people that always tells myself, I would rather do it and fail and then just get over it, instead of me being afraid of doing it, and then along the way, it still just cripples and comes back on my head, and I find myself wanting to do it, but because I'm holding myself back, and then I just end up not doing it and end up feeling guilty. So don't let the fear hold you back. When I started my YouTube channel, I had no idea what to do, how to create videos, how to edit, how to even upload a video on YouTube. In fact, I didn't even know people are being paid on YouTube. But the moment I told myself and just got out of my skin, I started creating those videos. It gave me the energy, the confidence to even go ahead and do other things, like having consultations, creating digital products. If I just did not go out of my skin, out of my head, and just start this thing, I'll not have been able to create all these other things that I've been able to create on the side, just because of taking that first step. So take that first step that you need to take. If it's creating that YouTube video, take that camera and just start rolling. Don't expect something cute, something perfect, because you are going to learn along the way. You are going to enjoy the process. And what if you fail? Okay, it's fine. You know what? This was not for me. It's okay. Go ahead and move to the next thing. You're not going to die just because you're the first one who failed in something. People fail in things and they wake up and they go and do another thing. You need to have that spirit. Fail at something, learn from that which you have failed, get up and go and do another thing. That is how you can be able to move and progress in your life. But if you stick and just hold yourself down and just going to be in a corner that you don't want to try out new things that will actually motivate you and move you to the next step of your life that you need to be, then you will never make progress. The last one is you need to be consistent and be patient. This is one of the things that I have had to learn the hard way. Honestly, I have had to be consistent in so many things, and I have not been able to see results in terms of making the money, in terms of getting the attraction I need to get. And it has really taught me, because the more you're consistent and when you're not seeing the result, the more you become patient, the more you learn how to be patient. And patient is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. Patient is something that God gives you, and along the process, while you are being consistent and doing what you need to do in order to achieve those goals, you will learn how to be patient and being able to appreciate whatever you have achieved. Because one thing about being consistent and being patient is when you get the results you had set for yourself, when you actually reach where you had set for yourself, you will be able to value whatever it is. Because if you can look, those people who get things very fast without them working so hard for it, they tend to neglect it. They tend to take it for granted. But that person who has put in the sweat, the energy, the time, will not play around with that thing. Like me, I have put in the time, the sweat, the energy on creating YouTube videos. And let me tell you, for a whole year, for me not to be monetized, for me not to even make good money on YouTube, I literally can tell you, I will value this. I will value every time and every coin and every attraction in terms of audience I get from my YouTube channel, because I know the pain that comes with putting yourself out there, being consistent and being patient while building whatever it is you need to build. So start working on these 4 things and start seeing the results come in 2025. You need to come out of your skin, you need to come out of your head, and you need to start working on this. Because I can literally tell you, if you can be able to get rid of excuses, if you can be able to get rid of that fear, if you can be able to be consistent, and if you can be able to set goals and do them on bit by bit, you'll be able to achieve those things you had set for yourself in 2025. And I'm wishing you all the best. Have a fantastic and a beautiful year as we are heading to 2025. I hope that this year is going to be a year of more rewards, a year of good life, a year of good health, and a year that God will guide and will guide your step every single day of your life. So from me to you, it's Happy Christmas and Merry... Is it Happy Christmas? No. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.